Stand by for the opening night of the National Television Service.
I wish someone had called me out when I was saying, when I was making that joke about being a vigilante. I wish someone had said, like, you know, oh, dude, didn't you just say that you were, like, stalking and, like, hunting down, like, vulnerable young women?
That's fair, but, I mean, if you were to follow the story arc of Dracula, I mean, you could look at it as that was human you, and then as you became a vampire, maybe that actually made you more human. And so you started becoming a vigilante.
We should have made that movie instead. That's so meaningful and cool. Can you imagine? You think that my soul would have been lost from vampiric transformation, but no. A soul gained it was. Or something like that. That's very deep. I like that.
You watch the footage enough, you will come up with storylines in your head. It's fucking ridiculous.
It needs to have some meaning behind it. Oh my god. If you know, like, it can't just be for this. You're like constructing a religion around it as you edit it.
You just have to find reasons to convince yourself.
And then Alvin proclaimed, "Oh fuck, man!"
Levy, how do you feel about that?
How do you feel?
I loved it. I thought, well, I've seen.
Except for the typo. I want to shoot myself in the fucking head.
I've seen kind of a lot of the footage, but the way you actually edited it and the music and all the timing and everything, like, I really like that.
You haven't seen the second half yet, though.
I'd seen it unedited, without all the camera angles last week.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, I'd seen a lot of the footage, so the new thing here was all of it combined with all the music added and all the pauses added and stuff.
There are some parts. I was thinking of, like, you know how I've talked to you about the Subway Surfer, like, text thing? I had, like, a revelation in the middle of editing. I was like, is it crazy to leave 2 camera angles in here? Like, I was thinking, like, is that insane or is that genius?
No, I think it's actually really good.
I was like, is that a good idea? Have both mobile cameras.
Well, I was thinking we need to get
a TikTok.
What could be really funny if we wanted to have a constant picture-in-picture, we could get a first-person perspective. I mean, I don't know how worth it is, but if you want to do police body cam of Zack eating a whole pumpkin,
360-degree. I mean, that might be funny, just like a little.
You don't have to get a 350-degree. Like, you just wear a headlamp.
I meant like set, because that's just my house.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You could close up the curtains, right? I agree with you. It's like
that.
Oh, yeah.
Just a whiteboard.
A lot of it is like
a fireplace.
It's like if you had a first-person perspective on one of the friends from Friends, and they're just looking out into a sea of equipment. Yeah. I'm
trying to think of a shot that would have been good for. A POV shot of Levy running at the wall would have been funny. But it would have looked ridiculous.
Levy running, or I think, like, whenever you throw something at us, I think there's a bunch of little uses for it, right?
Maybe, yeah. I could see that.
Or if you wanted to include the crew, Lily dying when you were dying, could have been.
Lily dying when I was dying.
When you were dying and choking and laughing when Jesse pulled my dick out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a really good point. We do film everyone on the crew, though, if we have a first-person camera, which is...
You can edit anything.
You can't edit anything.
If you're good enough.
How we were like, how do we make me a werewolf? Let's make him a cameraman. And then a couple weeks later, I became a cameraman.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, Levy. We were actually warming you up. We were like, no, Levy, this is a character.
He's really good with the camera. He's diligent.
That's phenomenal.
He doesn't talk too much. He just holds the camera, kind of points it at us. That's your Your motivation is you really want to capture the funniest parts of what Zack and I are saying, Levy.
You want to know what I proposed to Megan yesterday? Yesterday, I was like,
"Oh, you guys did! Congratulations!"
That's not what I said. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I was talking to you or if this just came to me, but I was like, you know me, I like to sometimes I come up with some extreme thing that's like so far in one direction that it kind of kills it, but like I'm like, dude, this is fucking hilarious. Yeah. I was like, okay, Megan, hear me out. We put we take one of the tables away. We have one table in front of the curtain. We put Levy at the table, and then Julian and I both have mobile cameras, and then we have like a set list of things for Levy to talk about, and it's just Levy sitting at the table. And that's the whole episode. That's the whole thing. It's just Levy discussing topics by himself. It's like with like 5 different camera
I think
angles.
there's more art in like if we did that with Jesse, because sometimes I was watching like when
Jesse would be a funny weatherman
when Jesse
type
builds
thing.
a joke, sometimes he builds it, he constructs it like a Picasso painting. Like when he's doing that joke and he's just like, my wife, what my wife said when she left me, that I didn't eat pussy enough. Now I just eat these. Like it's really funny when he says it. What the fuck does it mean? What's the joke there? It's like his nose is over here in that joke, is what I'm saying.
You'd have to watch it like 10 times to notice, but when he eats it, he goes, now I just eat these. He does like a little dance. No, like you don't notice it because it happens so fast, but it's fucking phenomenal. It's so funny. He does a little. He goes like, it's like a little kawaii Jesse.
That could be like the new. It's like the Beyonce dance. It's like he should put it's just Jesse like
ODing on pills.
What was the thing, Zach? I want you to know. Unless you have more to continue. What was the thing that made you laugh last while editing that video?
What do you mean by last?
Like the most recent thing that got a genuine laugh out of you, because
probably just the werewolf song, because that's
the Hungry Like the Wolf. That's the newest
it
thing.
Got added last, yeah. So
I guess okay. So let's take it back then, if you can remember, before any of the like jokes in post came in. What was the part that made you laugh the longest? For me, it was you saying, "Yo, the vent is cool." I genuinely laughed at that until like watch through 4 or something like that.
When you broke the pumpkin, you were very happy to find that shot.
Oh, I did find that very funny. I don't think anyone else noticed it. When you when I'm popping off on Jesse, there's like a section where I zoom in on my right hand. And what made me laugh about it so much is as I'm like popping off on Jesse, I snap a piece of the pumpkin off, and I don't remember doing that. Like it was completely involuntary, and like I have no recollection of just like it was like a moment like when someone shatters a glass in their hand from being like triggered, and like you just see the pumpkin just snap right off, and no recollection. I don't remember doing it. Honestly, we might not even have weighed that part of the pumpkin. Like, I don't know what happened to that piece that I snapped off.
Yeah.
It's fucking gone to history.
I was going to say, like,
one of the
things that I noticed rewatching that is there definitely was, like, a lot of it that gets cut out because, what is it, towards, like, I don't know, in a 19-minute video or something, at minute, like, 17, we announced that you've eaten 1 pound of pumpkin. And by the end, you've eaten 2 pounds. And undoubtedly, some of it got lost.
Some of it got lost, but there's also somehow water ended up in the pumpkin.
Well, I was going to say there was a long...
From your fucking... It was actually champagne from your doggy bowl, you motherfucker. That didn't make the cut. Like, somehow Levy's doggy bowl ended up inside the pumpkin. Just like... Julian poured champagne into a bowl, and then Levy, like, lapped it up, like me whenever I laugh at something. And then somehow that ended up inside of the pumpkin.
No recollection of it getting in the pumpkin.
I don't know how it got there either, but there was like a small pool of water in the bottom of the pumpkin, and it was just too late for me to give a fuck. It was like, whatever. There's some missing pumpkin. There's some extra moisture. Let bygones be bygones. Let's get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
It was one of those things where it's like there was like 30 minutes there at the end where it was like you versus the pumpkin. I almost wish we had like a time lapse of the very end where it was like no one was talking, the room fell silent. It was like that song about that guy outrunning the train. It was like Zack versus the pumpkin and like a wild, I don't know.
You talking about Paul Bunyan?
No, I'm not talking about Paul Bunyan. Oh, it's kind of in the vein of Paul Bunyan. It's that same type of folk song. But is it like... I only remember because How I Met Your Mother did a parody of it that I watched in like middle school or something. But there's some song about like a guy who's like a really fast runner and then they build the train. Or no, it's a guy who's really good at putting railway spikes into the ground and then they have a spike machine that comes along and they're like, this machine's gonna take all your jobs, and he's like, I don't think so, and then he puts spikes into the ground faster than the machine.
Was he black?
Yes.
It's a song.
I think that's Paul Bunyan.
No, that's not
Is Paul
not Paul
Bunyan
Bunyan?
black in your head?
Is Paul Bunyan white?
Yes. I know.
Good for me.
They're all songs, man. Like
For me, you know, I saw a strong white man and my brain was like, nope, that can't be right. Is he really white? I would have bet the house that Paul Bunyan was black.
Disney did
So Paul Bunyan isn't real. So whatever projection you want to put upon him.
Okay, okay,
Well,
sure.
it's like saying,
no, but
it's
that's
like saying
a
I could have.
cartoon character.
It's
even.
like people arguing whether like Santa or Jesus is like white or black. You know, it's like whatever you want, man.
John Henry. That sounds familiar.
John Henry. That's the one that he's talking about.
Can I see a photo of Paul Bunyan? Is this weird? Should I drop this?
Paul Bunyan usually.
You can see an illustration of Paul
When
Bunyan.
I was a kid, I saw like we went somewhere and there was straight up like a 60-foot tall statue of
that's
Paul
it.
Bunyan
Or
in like
very
his
white.
bowl or
It's in
something.
Oregon.
Does he have a bowl with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, this big blue ox, babe.
Yeah, here he is. Yeah. It's white.
Son of a bitch. Maybe I mixed up. What's the other guy's name?
John Henry.
Is John Henry black?
Yes.
I must.
That's
Okay.
the whole point of the story.
Who would the
Slaves.
last name?
Oh, he is?
Would be black.
That's
Yes.
wait,
I didn't
that's
know
the
that.
whole point of the story. That's not the point I was making.
Oh, you're right. So
That's
we
just-
have Paul
You know what the whole point of Django is? He was a slave, you guys. Wow. That's funny. Hey, you got
it's
Megan like that one
it's
time.
a feature. You know, it's one of the. It's his starting traits.
He's flipping us off. That was a funny slip up. That makes me happy.
so
You know what this calls for, Julian? Ah. Oh man, that's great.
Lap it up, you dirty dog, you.
Maybe it was teeth.
You have nice, Levy. I was gonna say in the last show, I noticed that your teeth they looked very good. They looked very.
That's what good pussy sounds like. Yo, that's totally gonna be the thumbnail, by the way. Just Julian, dude, get the same thing as Julian. I'll make us like.
Can you do like the kiss makeup?
No, that dude has a ridiculous tongue.
He does have a ridiculous.
Have you guys seen Gene Simmons' tongue?
Yeah.
That shit is long. I wish my penis was as. Never mind. Do it. Hit it. Don't you want to be in the thumbnail?
Man,
Not that bad. Not that bad. That's okay, buddy. Hey, Levy, you want to give me a tongue? Would someone? Never mind.
gotta get
Levy,
it.
you're the only other option here.
Oh, Levy,
that's
Levy's
not-
got it, man.
I also thought about giving myself a little mobile camera. I guess get my own shots of you. I have lots of weird ideas throughout the week.
I like the idea that we just each have a hat camera. Is what I like. That we're each wearing.
Then we'd
a
have to have a
hat.
cord, or we'd have to have like some Bluetooth
That makes
device.
it so much funnier to me. You said we have to have a cord. Great. I have a baseball cap with a giant.
It's like
That's even better. That hat
We just run
descends from the ceiling like a boxing ring.
dude. Oh my god. Okay, here's the podcast. Right, here's the podcast. Everyone has. How would you do this? Okay, so it changes between shots of my POV and your POV,
Yeah.
and it's constantly like looking at the person who's talking. I don't know how you'd film that. That'd be kind of cool. Also kind of dumb, but that'd be interesting. Like a POV podcast.
Alvin could do it.
Alvin
You know
could
what?
do it. Dude, where's Alvin when we fucking need him?
Yeah, no, we
bro?
just got Levy right now.
This fucking dude. I need you to get into character. We don't know that Alvin was a good camera person.
I wish it had been LVN because then it would almost be an acronym for Levy.
I don't get it. Oh, like just spell
Or an
it wise.
anagram, yeah. An anagram.
Alvin.
Alvin.
That makes me
Except
think
for
of
an
Adam
N.
Levine.
It could be evil. Backwards. Love it. Evil.
Love is equal. Spell it backwards. I'll show you. And your heart is the moon. No, Eminem. I can't
Oh, it
remember
was
the rest of the
Eminem.
song.
I was like, oh, I thought you'd be singing Same Love based on what we've established your music tastes
As
are.
long as it's a white rapper,
Easy to
Zack
take
is
shots
fine,
at.
He will sing it.
You motherfucker.
Levy, stop. That actually makes him really uncomfortable. Oh, don't
Makes
don't
me
say that.
incredibly. I'd appreciate if you didn't bring up race, Levy.
I would like to say that I haven't said this. I realize
He'd like
you're
to say
watching the
something.
video, but I also like Macklemore. I didn't say it, but you're not alone in this.
I know I'm not. He sells out arenas, Levy. I'm
I know,
aware that I'm not alone.
In this room, you're not alone.
Oh,
It just
even
seems like
even if I was, fuck you guys.
I
But I'm just
also
letting
like
you know.
Macklemore.
There you go, Megan. What about you, Lily?
Macklemore.
You like Macklemore?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
you
learned that
fucking
last week.
degenerate.
Them up.
You uncultured swine. Learn how to say it.
Mind Macklemore. I think that he kind of went out of the zeitgeist. I think that he's not
I
really
like-
relevant anymore.
I like Macklemore.
Oh,
I
you didn't
dance.
get it.
No, I.
Zeitgeist. What does it mean? Does that just mean public eye?
Yeah,
Okay.
Popularity, yeah.
Cool.
basically.
What a weird term. Zeitgeist?
It is. Ew.
Zeitgeist.
Zeit?
I like. Which one do I like?
It's German?
I think so. It sounds German.
I won't. Never mind. Not needed.
Zeitgeist.
Not every German
Not
reference
anything
needs to be
about
followed
me.
up by a fucking
Yeah.
Hitler.
You know what? Sometimes, like,
Hitler voice.
I love Volkswagen. Oh fuck, never mind. You can't escape it, guys. I'm sorry.
Actually, it's more like broad than that. It's the defining spirit or mood of a particular period of history, as shown by the ideas and beliefs of the times.
I like that. That's
medieval
cool.
Would be a zeitgeist.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot, actually.
It's
That's
like
a very good
better word
definition.
For, like, era, like aesthetic.
For the
era.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
exactly.
dude, that is that is such a 2010 zeitgeist. Yeah, hey, let's see how many times. No, that's dumb.
I would always
using zeitgeist.
dance to Macklemore if Macklemore came on. Like, I'd always like dance or like sing along, or like a concert you're going to. That sounds like a really good concert. I know a lot of the songs. It's like fun to jump around to. It's
He has
just
a
like,
lot of brass in his songs, so
I
he'll
love
usually have that come out on stage.
That was my favorite part of when I went to see Paul McCartney, and he brought like a little troupe of like brass instrument players, and it was really cool. I love it when they have like the big band.
Wait, who's Paul McCartney?
One of the Beatles.
Is that the Beatles?
I saw Jesse McCartney at the county fair.
You want to know something really embarrassing?
Remember him? He was a Disney Channel star.
Jesse McCartney.
I don't listen to the Beatles, Julian.
No,
You
I
know-
know. It's a funny.
I can beat it. You want to hear even more ignorance? I was at that record store in downtown Crooklyn, and there was a sign with a guy, and it just said Paul. And I straight up asked the record store guy. I was like, is that Paul Allen? And he looked at me. He was like, McCartney. I was like, right. That makes sense. We're in a record store. That makes more sense.
I
Both
just-
on a Washington level and just a music level.
I just don't. All four of them look the same. They do.
Yeah.
One of them has glasses sometimes.
They're all like Fox News anchors. They're all the same thing.
They all do. Oh my, that is actually really funny. They all kind of do look like
They
British Fox News anchors.
Fucking.
I can totally see John Lennon laying it into the left.
Have you seen the Macklemore music video where his daughter directed it?
I don't think I think she directed it in the same way that his grandma picked everything that she wanted to do on her birthday for the music video Glorious. Are these references, are you keeping up with me right now? Or is this just a side conversation? You following me, dog?
You know what? As long as you hashtag it Macklemore, like what we need to do more is like, I think we need
That
to
was a
take
good
better
line. I like
advantage
that
of
line by me.
hashtags.
So okay, you know a fun fact. For YouTube Shorts, I tag everything with fail and fails.
I have
because
seen that, yes.
What do you hashtag search? Other than the only thing I can really think of is like fail compilation.
I never hashtag
or
search,
fails
but
or
I
fail.
think
Like
it
what
goes-
else do you?
But it goes into this like, what is it like? Doesn't it
Keyword
also
search.
contribute to keyword search?
I don't know.
Like you
Probably,
want
but I
it to
don't
be
know.
hashtag pumpkin.
I don't know.
So whenever someone or you hashtag eating hashtag pumpkin. So when someone is like eating a pumpkin, that video comes up.
You think
Or
there's any
something.
chance Poo Crafter saw that video? It was up for like 30 seconds. Before I deleted
Do you have
it, there's a
notifications
typo. I deleted it.
enabled, Poo Crafter?
I doubt it. Probably not. I like this sneaking suspicion because like if you click on a video, you can watch it through even if someone
I think
deletes
it's funny. We got one new subscriber today. I think it's funny if they saw it and then
that you?
unsubscribed because of the typo. No, it wasn't me.
Oh, okay, cool. That's just weird that you also. I mean, I get notifications.
I just
so it's
saw- I
different.
just saw-
you just look.
You get.
I need to go put
look.
more stickers
I get.
up.
I like it. So
What was it? Here we can look at our stats really quick. So from 9 to we'll say. So yeah, within 2 months we doubled basically, but then summer ended. That shit slowed down, and also stickers don't stay up forever. It's like a constant thing. You have to like, it's like a plant. You have to like garden it.
You have to cultivate.
Cultivate it. That's a much better word. You have to turn it. You have to make it part of the zeitgeist.
Yeah, I guess.
Vocab. Oh man. What's your favorite white rapper? I stand by that question.
I'm just really trying to diversify my pool to pull from. I'm not trying to like divert like Obama. No, that's not like. It's more like I'm trying to think of more than Macklemore and Eminem.
I can think of lots.
I guess-
Macklemore. You know what is? Oh, I don't want to say that. No, I already said it last
Young
episode.
Gravy.
Okay, sure. G-Eazy, which a lot of people also don't like G-Eazy. Oh, ha ha ha. Was that a?
G-Eazy just and I don't know if this is gonna start some sort of.
He's half white, half black. The reason I said that it's like an inside joke in his music that he constantly references that he's biracial and that he gets shit from both sides. And I thought you were making a joke because he actively like makes jokes about that in his. No, Jeezy's just like Italian.
That's what I thought he was just. You're talking
Logic,
about Logic. Yes, that's what I thought you were talking about.
I thought you were
Logic.
making an awesome like in-depth Logic.
I
joke.
thought you were telling me that motherfucker with Italian slicked back hair was like half black, and I was like, okay.
That's the exact joke I was trying to make.
Okay, so you nailed it. Good job. Yeah, that was a good joke.
Thank you.
For sure. Add a fucking boy.
Good joke.
He's fucking with his accent.
Good soup.
Oh, are you?
Good soup,
But
Levy.
I never finished. I'm sorry. I was
You
trying
are
to
a
make
fucking
it
snake.
I-
Fuck you
I
and your
never-
camera angles,
I
bitch.
never finished saying.
Get his belly. Get his big tum tum in the shot.
Fortunately, mine doesn't stick out. No.
In the video that
It does.
Macklemore's daughter directed, I was at the hockey game where they filmed at the Kraken game.
Oh.
That's why I said that. I wanted to finish my point.
Oh, no, that's perfectly fine. How much were those tickets?
My dad's uncle
Yeah, of course.
has
Fucking
like,
hell.
very nice.
My dad,
season
uncle,
tickets.
nephews, cousins, bar
No,
mitzvah,
No, my cousin's uncle.
gift.
He just has season
I
tickets.
thought you were just making a joke, like whenever I ask my friends how they got to do that cool thing, the answer always starts with my dad. Like I thought it was more like
There's that joke. There's also just the joke that Levy knows everyone. So it's always like Levy has a
you
connection
do
no matter
know
where he goes.
everyone, Levy. You do know everyone.
I know someone who worked with Ryan Lewis's uncle.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. Oh, he was a dick apparently.
For a second, I paused on Ryan Lewis, and I was like, "Oh, right." Macklemore,
You know-
Ryan Louis.
What the fuck? Was that like a French?
Yeah.
Macklemore is one of like.
Hold on, say it again.
Macklemore. Is
Yep.
one
Thank
of
you.
the
Respect.
Few alumni from my college. Go Evergreen.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I heard I
Go
heard
Speedy.
I heard a comedian talk about the fact that Macklemore spent some time in Olympia.
Yeah.
He was talking about why Macklemore wasn't the best rapper from Olympia, but nonetheless, he did mention it.
What was?
Who the hell is the best?
Yeah, is it him?
I don't remember
Is
his
that
name.
the thesis?
No.
There's a lot of bands that came out of Olympia, but not that many rappers.
I couldn't name one, if I'm being frank. I know that Alice in Chains Nirvana came from Aberdeen, I think.
Aberdeen, yeah.
Aberdeen.
Is it Aberdeen?
Aberdeen.
You know
Yeah.
why I say Aberdeen? There's a town in World of Warcraft that is spelled the same but pronounced differently.
Oh. Yeah, it's Aberdeen, and they hated him. 'cause
Shout
all
out
he
to
did
my
was-
night elves.
Stick your tongue out again to complete the joke.
The tongue is a reaction to a successful joke.
No,
It's not a punchline. It's like, what's up with airplanes?
Yeah, he broke his first guitar in the dorm next to mine.
Who?
Kurt Cobain.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
He didn't take his life there, did he?
No. He did that in
You think he
Seattle
killed
in a
himself
greenhouse.
in college?
No, but I thought
He
maybe.
wasn't
You think he
College, he was
played
playing a
his
show.
first
Oh.
guitar and then married Courtney Love, and then by the end of the semester, like, what do you think?
The busy guy.
I still love
I
that
don't know that much about Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain's
I
daughter
knew that much,
just got
exactly.
married to Tony Hawk's son, and I think that's the most 90s thing that's ever happened.
Kurt Cobain's daughter married Tony Hawk's son.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. Have you guys been to Jimi Hendrix's grave?
No.
I haven't been to his grave.
It's just
but
like
his
in
birthday's
Renton.
Tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
Or,
She's
no,
gonna be
shit,
wild in
it's
Renton.
on Monday. It's on Monday. Sorry. It's the 27th.
Oh, you okay? Yeah,
He
that makes
She
sense.
works
Don't say it. I don't want to have to edit this,
Right.
motherfuckers. No one. Fuck it. Chase her down. No, I'm kidding.
I work somewhere cool in Seattle.
Are you worried Poop Crafter's gonna stalk her?
No, I just don't want to have to edit this.
If anything, that might help.
I will. Don't get me wrong, I will.
If anything, that way I'll spot him and be like, ah.
That's
You know,
Nobody's come to visit me, so if Pooh Crafter shows up, I'll know.
someone's gonna be like, Pooh Crafter sends his regards. Like, take off, and then they're gonna like hit you with the guitar in the head or something. Dude, what if like Pooh Crafter turns into like a domestic terrorist?
I like the idea.
I want Pooh Crafter to make a video where he's watching us.
Should I give Pooh Crafter my address?
I-
and he can send me like one of those newspaper cutout things.
Okay,
of, like,
that's
I have
actually
your,
really funny.
I
Do you keep your door locked? Like, yes, definitely say. First of all, we trust you, Pooh Crafter. We trust you. You're our boy, Pooh Crafter. Second of all, you should. That's
now.
hilarious. That's actually a really good segment. Pooh Crafter. Zack is. I decided already. Zack is gonna give you his address.
have to run this by the other person that lives here.
Zack and Megan are going to give you their address.
Maybe.
Plot
I-
twist, he's Bo Hansen.
That'd be fucking sick.
That'd be.
You know how stoked I'd be if Bo Hansen was harassing me on YouTube?
If it were like a real adult,
Yeah.
like I don't know how sick that would be. It would be kind of cool. I guess we're technically
Bo
real
Hansen?
adults, you know? It would be pretty sick.
Technically.
It would just be like,
Hanson.
Bo Hansen was our history teacher.
it would just be like,
Did you have him?
I have faith. Yes, I did.
Yeah, he was our history teacher in sophomore year of high school, junior year of high school.
I did
Junior
because
year.
I remember because I got Mr. Hansen in my junior year. Yes,
Junior year,
it was
yeah,
we both
junior.
had junior, and I got him in my junior year yearbook to write down I like Julian better than Zack, and you know he meant it because he was Bo Hansen. And then Jesse got Mr. Cromer to write down I like Jesse better than Julian, which is the type of thing Mr. Cromer would write down if he liked you more. So I win.
Did you find that teachers would like fuck with you more in class than other kids because they thought you could take it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was always
Definitely.
fun.
I always liked that. too.
They'd like
Yeah.
tiptoe and then they'd say something like kind of mean to you.
Well,
and you'd
especially
be like,
when
ha
it was
ha ha.
one of the
I
funniest-
guess I deserve this for being a nuisance.
Well, you know, because there were like some kids like who would make a joke and then the teacher would be like, okay, guys, now it's time to all settle down. Because they had like there'd be like, you know, kids in high school who were like the class clown. Right? And they'd make a joke and the teacher would be like, all right, everyone settle down, but they're not like calling you out. But it's like if you make a joke and it's good and they're like, Zack, shut the fuck up, then you know, like, all right, I killed it. You know? they're just telling me to fuck off because they know they don't have to feel bad. It's just like if I made a joke and it didn't land, they'd be like, okay, guys, come on, like, let's get back to work. But if you make a joke and it does land, they're like, fuck off. And that's how you know this is like it worked.
That's a funny experience. I didn't have that one. For me, it was like I don't know. It'd be like it wouldn't be a response to anything that I'd say. It'd be like they'd like tease me. Like if there was like a bad example, like, okay, don't do it like Zack or like something like that. Yeah, you know. God, now he's doing to my fucking mouth. He does your gut in my mouth. This is just the show now. It's just my close up here. Hold on. I don't want to actually like fuck up. There you go. This looks like
Can we like paste your mouth onto like an annoying orange type character? The pessimistic pumpkin.
probably. I mean, if he kept his shot steady, I could do it fairly easily.
Blurry.
Yeah, it's
Levy,
blurry as
keep
shit.
your
I want to
shot
get.
clear and steady, and then Levy, 12 seconds of clear,
should zoom
steady
out a bit
shot.
more.
Pumpkin
a little
first,
more.
Levy. Pumpkin first.
No, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
As long as one. God, I'm just creating work for myself later.
Sing a song, Zach.
That
Get it front forward.
I was gonna say that's what the pessimistic pumpkin says is God, I'm just creating work for myself later. You nailed it, man.
Like, but you have to move your mouth.
Yeah, I'm thinking of something to say.
Why
Relax.
don't you say what that whatever culty song you were singing earlier?
Eminem.
Yeah.
I was doing "Forgot About Dre." That's
Yeah, but,
not
like-
culty.
Like,
Okay, that's because I didn't.
creepy.
I was whispering it to myself. So this is now going to be in the show. There you go.
Okay.
We're back to
there we
being in
go.
show. And
We're back to basics.
this was me a second ago.
Yeah, at the end.
God, I hate myself.
the-
Wait, time now. What time is it? 33 minutes in. Okay, remember that. No one forget. 33 minutes in. Oh, Megan, I wanted to talk to you about that. By the way, this is the show also. Can I give you a notepad and then like anytime something that needs to be edited happens, you just like write the time down?
Sure, baby.
Okay, cool. We'll start doing that. I have lots of ideas.
I don't need a notepad though. I just use my phone. I have a pen.
Yeah, but then you have to fuck with your phone.
Right. It's like a notepad, but it's a pen.
Okay.
If you'd rather have paper.
Well, it's like she could actually...
Whatever way is easiest for you.
Well,
I don't need to micromanage the way you take notes.
Super duper. I don't know if this would make it much easier, but you could start a stopwatch on your phone the same time you start the video, and then you could press lap every single time there's an edit, and then you'll just have a timer.
I have to do that.
No, but you'll get the exact time. It'll just be like edit at. Oh, I guess you'll have to go back and review what we wanted to edit in, but you'll still have the timestamp.
I would hit it, babe. I would hit lap.
Oh, she would do it.
She would hit lap every single time. So instead of writing down a timestamp, she just has to press one.
No, yeah,
button.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, once again, it's her workflow. I don't need to micromanage the way she does it. But yeah, that could work too, Megan, if you want to do that. That's a little side thing. Fuck it, no one watches this. Julian, I was also thinking we'd start a Google Doc, or we'd write out the episodes and we could like leave little notes for plans on each episode. That way we have an idea of what we're doing.
That sounds good. That sounds good to me. I like the idea of having some like shared Google Docs, and I also like the idea of like, I like the idea of I don't know, like maybe at sometime this month we could try and think of a rough schedule for the next 3 or 4 months to get like so for example, like that, I just think that would behoove us so great. Like let's say we want to do Valentine's Day after Christmas for
as a
video.
holiday thing?
As a holiday.
We're just gonna run through the holidays.
I think we should run through the holidays.
Fuck it, first year easy.
First year easy, right? But like let's run through the holidays. And if we're going to do...
Ignore him. Just keep talking.
Okay.
Just keep talking.
But if we're
just let it happen.
But like, I think it would behoove us to know
artist.
if that was like in advance. So if we can by December 15th know that we have to have a Valentine's Day thing out a week, like by February 7th. February 14th is Valentine's Day. So February 7th, I think, is when we should have the video out. So it's
what would you do
popular.
for Valentine's Day?
Oh, I mean the same eat an entire...
yeah, but I don't want to do like the first thing is...
Sleeping with your eyes open.
Hey guys, this is the Zack and Julian show, not the dog's backwards eyelid show. Megan, the two
Zachary.
my name's in the title. No, I'm kidding.
You brightened
The other end of the candle.
Yeah. Okay. This is a good time to talk about it. What is? So hold on. There's actually two. Did you not see them? Wait. What'd you say?
Well.
No. What'd you say?
I did say there was no candle.
Yeah,
I didn't see
got
it for a
you,
second,
motherfucker.
But they're
It's
not
two of them.
lit, and also there's no both. There should be two sides of the candle. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're right. Or it actually should
That's
just
our
be the bottom of a
Thanksgiving
candle.
Decorations.
Yeah, it worked out. Megan just did this, and I was like, thanks.
Did you guys host?
No.
I didn't think
No,
so.
my
yeah.
mom got COVID, and I was oh fuck, she doesn't watch this. I was fuck yeah. I was dude. You know that thing when you're like that millennial meme where it's like, oh, plans are canceled. Woo! I love my mom so much.
Even
but
today,
fuck.
I was talking
don't
about I wanted to go get lunch with one of my coworkers, and I was like, I'll stay afterwards, because they were gonna come at 2:30, and I was like, I texted them like, hey, do you want to get lunch? And they were like, no, I slept in, and I was like, woo! Back to bed.
Fuck me, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh man, I had something to say, and I forgot it. We were talking about.
Well, I initially said something about planning videos a few months.
What'd you say,
advance.
Megan?
Other end of the candle.
Okay, that. So Megan didn't know what that was referencing.
Yes.
Do you? What is when I say that?
Bring that up.
You did?
I told you not
Oh
to bring
fuck! Do you want me to edit it out?
No, I just don't want you to talk about it. It makes me embarrassed. I didn't get the reference.
But like maybe it was a bad thing. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do at this point. I fucked up. There's no crawling out of this.
Burning.
See? There's nothing wrong with that.
What did
You're
you
in
say?
good company. He said he doesn't get it either.
So, see, Megan, Levy doesn't get it.
Oh, great. So now I'm like Levy.
Oh, whoa! Don't say that about Levy. What in the world? What does that mean? Holy cow! I would never say something like that about my
Imagine
friend Levy, man.
That was perfect. That was exactly what we're looking for on this show.
Give you reassurance that normally if you don't know something.
Levy's about to be like, "Fuck you! I know exactly what it means."
No, Megan, that was the ultimate point of empathy for me. I totally get that. People are like, "Oh no," but other people make this mistake, and I'm like, "Fuck." Other people.
I'm just a statistic. Fuck.
Levy, I was only joking. I'm sorry. I saw the opportunity and I took it.
It's I'm moving anyway soon, so it's.
I won't have to be heartbroken for that long because I'm fucking going.
Oh man. Do you want me to drop it or can I keep talking?
You can keep talking.
The other end
I am
of
sorry.
burning
I am
the
sorry.
candle
I
at both
apologize.
ends. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And but a
Late
step,
night show
but a
burning the
step
candle
further,
at both ends.
Well, even a step further than that, it's just when you're not as successful, when you're like, when your creative endeavors aren't profitable, everything that you're doing, like you have this whole life, and then everything creatively is happening on the ass end of that, and so you are burning the candle at both ends.
Exactly.
And so this being a creative endeavor, this is the other end of the candle, right?
Oh yeah.
Does that make sense?
I
Isn't that
actually
fucking
I never
lit?
associate. I literally
See, you're not
thought of
crazy,
it-
Megan.
You're not crazy. No, I never got it.
Isn't
I
that
never
like a
looked
sick
that
name
deep
though?
into it. Yeah.
This is the other end. When you say you're burning the candles you're burning the candle at both ends. This is the other end of the
That
candle.
makes me like it. That makes me think of it much less.
What
of a
did you
first-
think too?
I literally just thought like, oh, we film it at night. We're staying up late. Because I think of the expression "burning at the candle at both ends" as to mean staying up late, getting up early, working late, and then getting up early to work is what I think of burning the candles both ends. So I thought of it as just being staying up late to film a podcast.
Hey Lily, would you look up the definition or like the actual meaning of that phrase? If I'm wrong, this is going to be like
No, I think you're spot
a
on.
20 episode mistake.
What phrase?
Burning the candle at both
Burning the
ends.
candle at both ends.
Like, what is that specifically referencing? And granted, it does.
Chucklehead Productions lore episodes.
The original idea you had for the show was that we would do it at midnight,
Yeah.
and I was like, "That's a terrible plan," and we did it anyway.
Yeah. Filming
Burning
things.
the candle at both ends is to go to bed late and to get up early, especially to get work done.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. That works out perfectly. Yeah. So the idea is that this.
I love
creative
it. What I
endeavor is
say
the
was
other.
like 3 words off the Google definition. Like I nailed it, dog. I was
Attaboy.
Google.
My God. You know what I noticed you do? So you remember I gave you shit about like anytime I compliment you, you go
Yeah.
with your vape.
Yeah.
You do that to me when we're watching. Anytime I do something that you like, you go like you do like a very similar thing. That's just your way of like interacting with compliments.
I like.
It's very
also,
entertaining.
The part of the reason I'm doing it to you when we're watching a video is
By the way, I
because
fucking hate that
I
part.
know.
Yeah, 'cause he
It
yells
triggers me
anything
so much.
else, if
Oh
you
my
say
God.
anything,
Oh my God.
yell.
If I'm showing you something, watch the thing. When you weren't looking at the screen, I was dying inside,
Zach,
Julian.
I'm with you.
I was rolling.
I'm with you there. Like there's a lot. Like I totally agree. What you want is people to be fully focused on the camera.
Because I want
I'm
you to
totally doing it
critique
to you because we've known each other for 20 years, and I know that with a very small nonverbal communication, like I know, like when I give you that thumbs up, I know that you get. Oh, we had a whole conversation about this edit, and I think it turned out well.
No, for
So that's why I do that is because I can communicate a 30-second sentence in. So
That's
why
an
I'm doing
idea.
it.
This is a fun conversation, but I want to try something. Can we the prices right this?
Oh, I like that.
I feel like Prince. Who's his name?
Freddie Mercury.
Freddie Mercury. This is dumb. I shouldn't
I
have
was like,
interrupted the
that's-
conversation.
Can you not
Why is that?
Because
that
he was a
offensive? Should I take that out?
queen.
Can you not take it out of the holder?
I mean, same era. I would.
You can. I thought it'd look cooler.
Wouldn't that be more praise?
Prince isn't real. That's our new conspiracy theory. Prince never existed. And the government was trying to justify their chemical purple rain.
I checked
it.
out for a second. I'm sorry.
I like Prince Purple Rain. That was you didn't miss much.
Go dogs. Yeah, Purple Rain, baby.
That's what that. Oh, is that a Huskies thing?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Does Prince the song Purple Rain play?
I think so.
Then why don't you fucking laugh? You got the joke then. You know the song. You didn't fucking
I'm
laugh.
still in Alvin mode where I just try not to laugh. You know?
Oh, okay. I see. That's
Yeah.
why. If he hasn't been laughing
Alvin
at one of
mode.
our.
I like that. That's funny.
I like Alvin modes. I like Alvin mode for whenever you're gonna like Hulk out. You're like, guys, you're gonna make me go Alvin mode.
No, that's
Fucking break it up, man.
Only one thing I think broke me. I think one thing almost broke me and one thing actually broke me.
when we were filming.
When we were filming.
I can name one.
What is it?
When Julian was rolling around on the ground.
That I could.
I tried to find a way to cut to your face, but it just didn't work.
It didn't work. No.
No.
I tried.
But
so
you were
hard not-
giggling hard and it looked
Yeah.
really funny, but I just couldn't make it
looked
work.
good, okay.
You're real Fallon with that. Yeah. In a good way, like when you break,
love
it
that
makes
shit.
people giggle.
Yeah.
Makes people giggle.
Sometimes.
I mean, I'm not going to give you a whole fucking TV show over it, but it makes me giggle.
I'm not going to give you the most popular late night television show for
I'm not going to make you the most popular. Okay, you know what? Honestly,
I love you holding it like that, by the way.
I like
it's
this.
hilarious.
I actually like this a lot. Fallon gets a lot of shit. And I've heard that, what is it? There's this recent story that came out, like, what is it? There are good Jimmy days and there are bad Jimmy days.
Yeah, me too, Doug.
Let's take,
Welcome to real life.
Let's take the personal
I'm sorry,
stuff
I'm not a
aside.
television character.
Let's pretend he's either a saint or a dick or whatever you like to believe. Fallon gets a lot of shit, especially on the internet, when he's like the first late night host to really take advantage of the internet. Like 8th, 9th grade, we were watching Fallon clips. Even the memeiest of
I was
people.
watching Conan. I was going to say Conan slaps.
No. I'm not saying it's just Conan, but I'm saying Fallon is the one in those early days, like when we were in middle school. I totally agree. Conan is a superior, in my opinion, like talk show host.
Dude, Jordan Slansky? You don't know shit about Jordan Slansky. You know about Jordan Slansky?
I saw Conan clips way before I saw Fallon clips.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. You see a lot of Conan clips. Conan, you know what? Fair enough
Late
to give
Night
Conan more
Wars.
credit for that, but I guess
You're on Chucklehead Productions.
Fallon did something that made it catch on in the mainstream, and now they all do it. And I'm just saying, for better or worse, it's hard to make something catch on in the mainstream. Easier when you have an NBC, property backing you. But I was just, what is it? I think people give Fallon a ton of shit when he is the gateway for a lot of talk show hosts onto the internet. But you do make a good point that Conan does all those bits too. I don't know who you'd say is the first one to do it, Lil. I just remember when we were watching The History of Comedy, which is a documentary on Hulu. It's very good. But when we were watching The History of Comedy, I remember they cited Fallon as being kind of the one who brought those like little viral clips.
Yeah, because the thing with
To the
Fallon
internet.
is he brought the internet onto his show as well. Like his biggest thing at the time was just his game shows, and then he had this thing called hashtags, and it's where he directly pulled stories from Twitter, and then he would post them on YouTube. So he did a lot of cross content, but I think Conan was the very first to actually publish his episodes and bits onto YouTube.
Bless you.
Four.
So I think that while Fallon definitely
He has a record of,
integrated
like,
more of
7.
the internet into
I
his show,
sneeze a
I think
lot.
that Conan was the first to actually like publish stuff onto YouTube.
I think Conan published stuff, but Jimmy and his team tried hard to not just entertain people on TV, but also make the clips something people would want to like focus on the YouTube clips.
Oh, I fucked it up. I'm sorry. I was trying to get Julie not to say anything, just let you keep rambling. I know, keep going. Keep going.
I was thinking, who I think actually might have been first even before Conan. He's not a talk show technically, but I think Billy on the Street technically was on YouTube before
Yeah,
even
but it's
Conan.
different.
It's different.
I don't think he's different before Conan, unless
Fair.
Conan uploaded a lot of his old episodes. There is stuff of Conan old
Yeah.
artist, young.
Yeah.
So I think he's been uploading for a while. I was also gonna say, have you seen Strike Force 5, anyone? Or listened to the podcast with the 5 talk show?
I haven't. I've seen the clips that you gave to me, and
You're not
it is
supposed to
really
talk.
funny.
That gave you instructions and you broke them.
Sorry,
Let me
Daddy.
ramble.
Keep going.
So Strike Force
Okay,
5
okay. No, now you can't. You can't. You made the joke too. You let him know that it was that you were in on it.
Zach's like, Levy can't be talking of his own fruition. It all has to be contributing to some joke.
Oh, no, it's just like we're going to talk about which late night host posted clips to the internet first for like 10 minutes.
No, but seriously, listen to the podcast.
The Strike Force?
Strike Force 5, yeah.
What's that?
Basically, during the writer's strike, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers,
Yeah, fuck this show.
Stephen Colbert, and John Oliver came together for a podcast.
Oh, that's way better than this. The fuck are you guys doing? 48 minutes into the other end of the candle. You could be watching Strike Force,
Holy
dude.
shit. Zach and I have never hosted a talk show before, never independently or together. These guys have 5 talk shows between them, if not 8 or 9. And then...
Man. You have any other shows to recommend?
Have you seen Jury Duty?
Fuck me. He does.
He has
an
Zach,
endless
that was,
number of
that was
shows.
the question.
That was a mistake. I'll
That
take
was the
full
question that's gonna-
responsibility.
Basically,
I apologize.
Jury Duty
Holy shit.
is,
Is this funny?
It's a good show. You should really watch it. Honestly.
Yeah, you've recommended it to me before.
Oh well, I don't know why you haven't watched it.
I don't watch things.
Jury duty.
My life consists of working, coming home, working, getting fed up, playing on my phone, watching YouTube videos, then going back and working more.
Playing on your phone. Jury duty time.
No, it's Brawl Stars time. Excuse me. It is Brawl Stars exclusive time.
Okay, skip YouTube for a day and just watch 3 episodes of Jury
What about
Duty.
hanging out with his girlfriend?
Yeah, I do that too.
Megan.
Yo, I like
Alright,
this
Levy,
tit for
alright,
tat.
alright.
Oh man, this is great. Yo, we should have them hosts. No.
I like how the room's getting involved. I like that so
I like
much.
that they hate each other. This is great. And like I know you don't really, but I like the idea. No, you guys need to hate each other. This is good for
I just like
I've
that.
had thoughts, but I didn't know we were supposed to talk about it.
That's my favorite part from like whenever I watch like a Good Mythical Morning. That's like my favorite part is when they're talking to like the crew and stuff.
Yeah, that's because you like the show, Julian.
That's because I like the
different.
show.
It's different.
I'm not saying like, oh, so we're just that one step away, but like I am saying that it's a big conversation. It lets it's a fun place. You know?
Julie wants people to think that he cares about the help. Is basically what he's saying here. He's like, no, because if we show them we talk, they're not, we don't ignore them. Like, they're a part, we're friends, we're good. We don't, like, boss them around.
Levy, I want you to tell me why I'm laughing so hard at that joke.
It reminded you of the movie.
No. It's just because referring to anyone, even if they're very helpful, as the help is a wild thing to say.
Well, to be fair, he was characterizing you as doing that. He wasn't doing it himself.
Yeah.
He was characterizing you as he was saying you would think that.
But
he was making the joke about you. It was funny. You can't go at him from that.
I'm just saying, I know he has help around the house, so he might just talk about it like that. That's all I'm saying.
You make it sound like there's a maid there, like someone like.
You have a maid, not like a live-in maid,
My
but
mom
you
has
have
a cleaner who comes once a month.
Not a tongue moment. Sorry. I can't. It's a tick. Like it's not a tick. I don't have Tourette's.
It's not.
It's just a habit. It's anytime something gets me excited, I don't know. I turn into like a fucking guy from what's that show? What?
You turn into an Alvin, like a dog. You look like a dog.
Fuck you. I'm on Levy's side. I'm flip-flopping. I'm Russia during the beginning of World War II.
Let's not like it.
That's because I'm really good.
Zack,
That was an espionage joke, and Levy got it.
That's because he's a fucking sleeper agent, man.
Yeah, what do you think if Levy was a sleeper agent? What do you think his like wake-up word would be?
Well, for starters, if I was a
Lily?
sleeper agent,
What was that word you
It
Googled?
would be a Russian word. which
Zeitgeist.
I would not guess.
It is.
I would assume that it would not be an English word.
It's that in Russian.
What is?
Zeitgeist. Oh, your trigger word.
Levy, how do you say my cock is hard for you in Russian?
Моя писюн твердая для тебя.
Ha, thank you, Levy.
Except I don't think that's proper grammar.
I got him to say it, guys. I got him to say it. Zach, I want to spend the last 10-ish minutes of our show.
I think Levy's trigger word is probably something like "I love you" and want to spend the rest of my life building one with you.
He's like, yeah, that's me.
He just jumps through the fucking window. He's like, "Where's Joe Biden?"
I must go to Republican National Convention.
Once again, just straight Borat.
That's the thing that we didn't talk enough about, Phil. There was so many jokes.
Cut out?
That did
that
get
got cut out.
There's so many jokes of Zack and I just going because all of our accents are just very nice. Transylvania, very nice.
What did you say you wanted to do at the very end?
I wanted you to go over in the last 10 minutes if you have any specific pieces of the video that you saw that really made you cringe. I want to
that are currently in.
That not
wait,
that are
in
currently
general?
No, that you cut out.
You have to have a meeting about all of them. Are you kidding me? Julian, I spiraled with you on Facebook Messenger. I was like, we are fucked. I was like, this is not going to work out.
No, I'm saying I want to get the highlights
Most
on
of
camera.
It. The highlights?
I want to get the
low
lights.
It needs to be done respectfully, and I can't do that on camera. On camera, I want to be entertaining, and it's not respectful.
I just do it disrespectfully to me and Levy. We're here. Or disrespectfully to me, I guess I consented.
No, you could do it to me. A lot of the time I focus on the camera and I come into a conversation and I'm like,
Okay. When
just him zoning in and out of Alvin.
When Julian was doing his funny bit about disappearing and acting silly, you just kept shouting, "I can see him!" And like Isan's doing this whole thing about like, "Where'd he go?" And like you're just talking over him the whole time, and that was distracting.
I was thinking too much of character, not like.
Oh yeah, I mean honestly, once again, this could be a whole conversation, but.
I also couldn't see Isan. If I saw Isan doing a bit the whole time, probably would.
You couldn't see Isan?
Well, I was looking at Julian. And
Oh, okay. So. Yeah, no, you're good.
Also, Zach, if you want to pull it up, I'd be very happy if now you wanted to react to the 150 or so fucking takes it gets me to do that thing correctly.
Never wants to watch it again.
I feel like I was telling him today. I was like, Zach, we don't have to watch it until 2025 after today.
Oh my god.
I know. I never want to listen.
It's too much time. Again. Dude, I fucking never want to watch Charlie Brown ever. That music is going to trigger me for the rest of my life. Let me think. Oh, this is fun.
Let's do it.
What? No, not that literally. See, a lot of the issues I have come from me not being like a forward communicator. So it's really hard for me to criticize you without like 10 caveats ahead of time. And like, so I need to recognize that a lot of the problems could have been resolved with my own change of action. With that said, your character was not what I had in my mind. Your character was like just getting mad at everything and like angry and upset that you were a werewolf, which is like isn't inherently wrong, just not what I had in my brain. So like while it was going down, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Completely my fault, right? On my communication side. But then as far as I think most of my critiques of you would probably just be stepping on other people when they're doing something. I think there's several moments, and to be fair, Julian does it sometimes. Everyone does it sometimes. And it could simply be that you happen to do it at times that it affected the way I had to edit the video a little bit.
No, it is something I worked out. Like I learned that in improv as well. I think it's partially I'm thinking about what I should do, and I get in my head, and my ADHD kind of makes me distract, and then I'm like, I think of it, and I do it.
Well, I also, Levy, I just do the same thing, like straight up make it like more honest, or not even more honest, more pessimistic towards like our intentions. I just straight up see that something's funny is going on, and I get excited, and I want to be a part of the funny thing. Yeah. Like I think that's all of our instincts, and that is something to work on for all of us.
And the other thing I want to add is you say it's like you could have explained stuff better or done stuff better.
Oh, I could have done a lot of things better.
Yes, and that is part of it true. Like a good director knows how to get through to the actor and explain it in different ways. However, the more we have experience, the better we'll get at understanding what a director is saying and how to interpret that and try to do it. So it's like it's not all on you. Like over time, we'll get better at that.
No, trust me, Levy. My problem is not not placing blame on other people. I'm saying those things because I need to check myself, and I am checking myself. There's no lack of blame that I'm willing to place on other people.
Believe me, I blamed you 1,000 times before I came to this conclusion.
Well, no, Levy, it's a very sweet thing you're saying. Well, it's like, Zach, it's not all your fault. It's like, I know. I need to personally make sure I take accountability before, like, don't throw stones when you live in a glass house, right? Like, I fucked up. Now let's talk about why you fucked up, right?
I think there's like a lot of it where it's just like, what is it? There's a lot of it, especially in that video, because it's a very loose format, right? And it's like, so on your note of like, oh, I am the director, so I'm kind of responsible for making sure it goes well. In a sense,
I don't even mean that. I mean like, there just wasn't a plan at the beginning.
If you call us all over and just give us a room to fuck around in with no plan, there is room for improvement on your part. But on the other end, I think that there's like.
That's 3 for Levy. You know,
that's 3.
Solids.
That's the best ratio you've had. Levy, you should get behind the camera more often. Clearly, it's your face.
I would have had one last week and then told me to fuck off and said it before I did.
What?
Oh, right. What did I say?
I don't remember. I just remember.
There was some
People won't remember what you said. They'll remember how
they
made them feel. And this is a perfect example. I don't know how you slighted me, but you slighted me, bro. Oh man. But so another big issue in general is that at the beginning of the shoot, there's like a feeling of every moment needs to be entertaining, when in reality, and something that I'm going to do in the future, is I'm going to have like an area for you guys to like sit on stools, because it really doesn't need to be like that. It can, like, we're filming for like 90 minutes and we can take time to breathe. And like, if you need to say something, like there's several moments where Julian goes on like a funny little rant, but there's like a 3-second pause, and I'll just take the pause out and nobody knew it was there. You know what I mean? And it's perfectly fine. But it doesn't feel like that when you're in the moment. It feels very uncomfortable, and it feels like there needs to be something funny happening all the time. Otherwise it's awkward and like, what the fuck are we doing? When in reality, you have to change the way you think about it, because it's not like, nothing's going to show up on camera the way that you're interpreting it like in person. Like even when we film this show, if like something happens that makes me uncomfortable or upset or something like that, I can be like, fuck, this episode was dog shit, and then I'll wait a week to edit it, and then I'll edit it and I'll be like, this is perfectly fine. Like this like isn't bad at all. Like there's so many, like, it's so easy to attach negative emotions to stuff when there doesn't need to be any there. And you're just so self-critical of yourself in the moment. And so giving you guys a place to fucking chill the fuck out and like think, rather than just like standing next to me, like thinking of shit to throw at each other, would help a lot.
Well, and there's also this one, like, I mean, on that note, while we're filming this show, like, I'll feel that a lot of the time. Like, I'll feel like, oh boy, I really made like, I really tilted my hand there. I really got upset about.
What does that mean?
Tilted my hand. It's like it's a poker reference. If you were to let your hand down in poker, you would show the other people what you have.
Lily, can you look up what tilted means? Because I don't think that's what tilted means. Tilted generally means like, I could be wrong, but in my brain. In my brain, if you're tilted, it means that you got someone bluffed you and you lost a lot of money on it, and now you're pissed off, and now you're betting with emotion.
The original definition of tilted is leaned to the side. I'm telling you this. So it's leaned to the side, so you're leaning your cards to your hand. So when someone says online you're getting tilted over this, it means like it's basically.
Well, let's just have her read it.
Have her read it.
When a player is on tilt or tilted, he is in a state of severe and emotional frustration, which causes him to make aggressive and at times even reckless decisions.
Okay, but tilted has another meaning, and it means leaning.
Right, but he brought up poker.
Yeah.
So I just had to check him really quick.
Tilt your hand is a poker reference. What do you mean?
It's another poker reference.
Oh, okay. No, never mind. That was good. That was good. Check him. I didn't get that at first. Check him. Yeah, no.
Tilt your hand.
Fuck, I wish I'd called your bluff. You just wanted to make a joke.
So.
What?
Like, basically, when they say that you're tilted, you realize you screwed yourself, is basically another way of looking at it. Like, you're recognizing that you've made an emotional decision and you're fucked, basically, is what
so when someone says, like, you're tilted, it means more like you said something that made you look like an asshole, and now you're doubling down and continuing to be an asshole as where you could have just laughed it off.
That's not the way I've experienced it being used. I mean, I believe you, Lily. Whatever Google is good enough, you know. But the way I've
he believes Google. No, I'm
to suffer. The general term is to suffer a setback, get frustrated about it, have it go too ahead.
Yeah. And so you're like not calculating logically. You're calculating with emotions.
Yes.
Right. You want to say something funny? Don't do that shit. That's every single time. Don't do that. Do something different. Throw something at Levy. Fucking camera, Levy.
Wakanda forever.
Wait,
I don't know.
Point at Levy.
Don't stop, we go straight to the top. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. Don't stop, we go straight to the top. And we all going together.